Hey Rose, it's Thursday. Sorry, this video is a day late, but I have a good excuse. Yesterday, I told my friends that I would help them record a 3-song EP. They're in a band called Sunflower Native, and yeah, we got together and I helped them record a little album, and it was a lot of fun. Our initial plan actually was to record in our library. Our library here in Lawrence has like an awesome state-of-the-art recording studio. There was like some scheduling issues, so that was our initial plan. We ended up having to record the album in our friend's basement, which was a little sketchy. We jerry-rigged like everything. Turning that little basement room into a recording studio took a lot of work. We had like microphones hanging from the ceiling from cords to like pick up the drum sounds. It was a patchwork mess. There was just cords and cables going everywhere, but all of our hard work paid off, because after we had recorded everything and like put the vocals to it, we were listening back through just the raw take, and it sounded really good, like better than I think any of us were expecting it to. So 4 hours of crazy prep time turning a little basement into the recording studio kind of paid off. It meant a lot to me because when Rose and I lived in our house, I used to do like a lot of recording stuff, but since we moved to our new apartment, I can't really do that as well. We've got less room, and noise is an issue because the guy below me likes to pound on the ceiling when we make too much noise. Sorry, guy down there. What am I waving? Also, is this how I wave? It's like my hand's having a seizure. Hi! Music has been kind of the mode of artistic expression that I have utilized the most in my life. I started piano lessons when I was really young, which is funny because piano's like my worst instrument now, but really got into like band and group music when I started playing trumpet in 7th grade. But it wasn't until I got to high school and started playing jazz that I really learned what music and really just artistic collaboration, how important and valuable that can be. Like when you get to know people, like we're in a band together, you really get to know them. You spend so much time together, and then when you hear the music that they create, you start understanding how their personality, how their experiences comes through in this new type of sound that's not a language, it's not words that you can normally make sense of, but you still get meaning from it. You can tell their mood, you can tell their passions, their desires, their fears, the things that they're excited about, all can come through the music that they play. And what's awesome, what I always loved about being in a jazz band, is that nothing is set in stone. Like an audience hears a jazz band play a song, and you know, in their mind they're like, this is how the song goes. But when you're in a jazz band, when you hear it from the other side, you've played that song maybe 50 times and it has never sounded the same. Like every single time you play it, maybe your first trombonist is in a bad mood, but maybe the drummer's having a really good day or something like that. And all of these little tiny variables amongst all the different people come together to create that song the way you're playing it right now, and it will never happen that way ever again. It's like a beautiful musical snowflake. Sure, one person making art is beautiful. It's a way to express parts of your personality that you can't in any other way. But what I love so much about art is just the collaboration. Like when you take what one person can do and another person can do, and you blend their experiences and skill sets and everything into a collaborative work, what you end up getting is almost like a child, like a blending of these two minds came up with this. And when you extrapolate that out to 5 people, 10 people, 50 people, 100 people, what ends up being created is like nothing that's ever existed before, because so many different little parts went into it. And that is the thing that I find the most beautiful about art. That's why I love collaborating so much. I haven't really talked about this too much in any of our videos, but before Rose and I made these videos, I was trying to make a name for myself as a DJ in the town that we live in. But I wasn't having a good time with it. The DJ community is vicious. It's like you have people who are below you, maybe they haven't been doing it as long or they don't have the name recognition, and they're trying everything, they're trying to do everything in their power to use you to climb this these ranks, climb this ladder. And people who are above you, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, you want to work with people who have made a name for themselves, but they don't want to associate with you because you're not as popular. It really killed it for me that, like, everyone who was also doing what I loved doing, I had to think about them as a competitor instead of someone who is expressing themselves in the way that I'm choosing to express myself. You would think that that would make us best friends, but it didn't. And then I started really getting into YouTube, and I realized, like, the people who are most successful on YouTube seem to be the people who are working with other YouTubers, who'd get together and make a collaborative project, make a video together, or write a funny sketch together. But anyway, off on a little tangent, what I was getting at was that music has just been a really big part of my life. Roses too. We don't really do as much of that stuff. So I guess, are you guys interested in that? Would you like to hear us make music? Covers? Acoustic covers? I don't know, electronic dance bangers? Okay, I did not really have a plan for today. I just felt like talking, you know? Sometimes I just like to take a minute, catch up with you guys, tell you a little bit about my life, about my loves, my dreams, my aspirations. Everyone have a great day. If you would like to hear us do some music stuff, leave us some ideas down in the comments. I don't know, what do you guys like? Rose, we will see you on tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, later.